Acer Nitro 5 2021. The cheap plastic back cover, the simple keyboard, and the heavy weight should have been forgiven. But for a gaming laptop, the tacky trackpad and the average computer are hardly any reasons. Budget gamers will be pleased with the offer, but hardcore gamers will find very little to enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today's video we will be covering the trademark budget gaming PC by Acer known as the Acer Nitro 5. The fantastic budget gaming PC has a lot to offer, and in today's video we'll be covering both the pros and cons of owning this computer. Now if you do enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and with the post notifications turned on to never miss an upload. And without a further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Price and availability. The Acer Nitro 5 ticks off the necessary boxes for your portable gaming needs. Acer's newest shot at the budget PC gaming scene. This gaming laptop, perfect for budget-minded players, undoubtedly extends the options for an inexpensive laptop that can handle the more difficult PC games. Because with such a low price tag, the Acer Nitro 5 supplies more for less. It rocks an NVIDIA GeForce GTX graphics card and an Intel Core processor of the mid-tier 8th generation. Then rounds it all out with a user-controlled dual-fan cooling system, a respectable 1080p screen, and a convenient enough keyboard to play on for hours on end. There's no doubt that the Acer Nitro 5 is one of the best value laptops out there, with its mix of low price, decently strong specifications, and a good feature list. Some compromises do, of course, have to be made, but none impact the overall output of this laptop enough to matter, especially for the savings it provides. The specs for this PC consist of a 2.3 GHz Intel Core i5-8300H quad-core 8MB cache up to 4 GHz, with the graphics being NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 4GB VRAM, Intel UHD graphics 630, and consisting of 8GB RAM as well as a 16.6-inch screen, 1 TB of storage, 4 ports, and a webcam. However, this spec is not applicable in Australia. According to the Acer website, the 1,999 Australian dollars one that includes the Intel Core i7-8750H CPU and NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 with 4GB, 16GB of RAM, 1TB HDD, and a 128GB SSD is the most simple configuration available there. For the US market, many other configurations are on hand, the most costly of which is $1,099. The laptop boasts an Intel Core i7-7700HQ CPU, 16GB of RAM, and a 256GB SSD for that amount, while its GPU and hard drive are the same. Generally speaking, the Nitro 5 lines up against similarly priced and configured gaming laptops, like the Dell G315 and Lenovo Legion Y530, though user-controlled cooling is a first in this niche with this laptop. Design. As for look and sound, with the Acer Nitro 5, there's a lot to be desired. That's not to say it's all bad. There are stuff that you will love about it, trust me. It consists of a subdued gamer look with its red keyboard, backlight, trackpad, and top rear bar trimmings. The display hinges sound solid and stable, and a boon is the number of ports on board. More specifically, the laptop has a user-controlled cooling mechanism and a convenient keyboard. More on those two topics later. That said, the configuration of the Acer Nitro 5 is also nothing to talk about at home. It is rather underwhelming and the fact that it is a budget laptop suggests that there would be signs of cutbacks, and they are obvious. For starters, the screen lid is made of cheap plastic. Like nuts, the top cover and the area around the keyboard track fingerprints, and the screen has almost an inch of bezel around it, both of which make us feel like we're early in the morning PC gaming. The most terrible of all, however, is the trackpad for the laptop. One might argue that to meet your gaming needs, you need not expect anything from a trackpad, but we have to conclude that the trackpad of this model is just ludicrous. The keyboard. A big victory for the Acer Nitro 5, skipping back a second, is its keyboard. Above everything, there is nothing remarkable about it. Of course, the icons are bright, the backlight, which is only triggered when plugged in, by the way, because the keys are impossible to see in the dark when they are not red, and the WASD keys are emboldened in red paint. Overall, this is just your standard keyboard, middle of the road. That said, as well as very accurate, we find it convenient. It's quick and open, and no lags, missing presses, or unintended presses have been encountered. That's all that matters, whether you're typing or gaming. The trackpad. Today, here's where a big complaint has been found. We accept that in PC gaming, especially for FPS, RPG, and action games, gaming laptop trackpads are typically frowned upon. But the trackpad for this laptop is so substandard that you won't even want to use it for everyday computing activities. The trackpad has a lot of travel and is very rigid, which means that you always have to do some hard pressing to register it, resulting in early exhaustion of the finger. Buttons 1 and 2 positioned on the front, left, and right of the trackpad are worse, resulting in several missing clicks. After a day, you might give up on it and turn to a decent mouse. Display, camera, and sound. We're optimistic about these three things. The lens, which provides video capture at its highest setting at 720p 30fps, is grainy. For internet chats, it's just okay, but don't expect a lot of quality imagery generated here. On the high end and very screechy, the tone of the laptop is a little fired up, but you might adjust it with the equalizer in the surround sound app. In short, it's another laptop with subpar audio, essentially, unless you're Origin, par for the course. Finally, though still crisp and transparent, the 1080p monitor is a little bit on the darker side, even at its darkest setting, and is essentially the exact opposite of bezel-free. What do you guys think about the Acer Nitro 5? Would you consider purchasing this lower-end budget gaming PC to play some of the newer games for less? Or would you use it to suit different needs? Be sure to let us know in the comment section down below, as we always look forward to hearing your feedback. Take care.